Hi guys, welcome back to the barn. Hope you're all well. Back on the workshop build this week. What I want to achieve today is to build a seat. It's always been my ambition to have a little seat here where I can ponder my projects and also incorporate the heater into the seat. Now the heater is working fantastic under the solar panel outside with the exhaust running under some tiles, so it's out of the way of Bo and Gracie. So today I'm going to build this little seat, sort of as big as comfortable as I can by the window, and then we're going to look at a new heater. Not that there's anything wrong with this one, but I'll come on to why the new heater in a little while. Gracie's here.
Collecting sleep.
Hello. Okay, so it's not quite finished yet, but it's almost there. So I need to do the coupling outside tomorrow, and whilst we do that, we'll have a look at this other heater. Hello, Gracie. Obviously, it's all insulated in here, apart from the little bit where the pipe comes through. I'm going to line that with this plasterboard I've got down there. You're going to like this, Gracie, aren't you? No, don't put your foot on it, though. Hello, Bobby. I might swap this little nozzle on the front for just a grill. In fact, I might even make one on the laser. Right, I'll see you in the morning. So for the last few weeks, my Hcalory Diesel Heater has been sat on these concrete blocks, and the exhausts have been covered up with these terracotta tiles. This heater has warmed the workshop over the last 2 or 3 weeks. When we had that really cold spell, we were down to -3 some days. It's worked absolutely perfectly, and it's kept itself dry under here. The only thing I am going to change is, and I've bought some timber to do this, I'm going to make like a little wedge shaped go-kart for the panel to go on, so I can just pull it out when I'm refueling, and also when we get some sunny days at this time of year, and also the sun's quite low over here. When it is, I can actually just pull and angle this cart around, but that's for another day. So at the moment I'm going to take this heater away. I'm going to replace it with the new one that Banggood have sent, which is also a Hcalory heater. It's just a different type. Hcalory have a few in the range. This is kind of a mid-size one. The one that sent me to try is a totally different one. I expect it to work as well. It's just a little bit different. I just need to pull the end of this pipe through. I'll make a collar that goes around this hole and then a stop for when I'm not using it, so I can close this hole up. So this is the new heater. don't know why, but every time I do a video about a diesel heater, the sun comes out. I would say it's marginally larger than the other one. It's got the control lock, which is an identical control to the one that this has on the front. It's got 0 to 5 litres on the front. It's full metal body. It's got the same remote control. The diesel tank is covered, whereas that one's on the top. It's got the filter in there. The actual burner unit's a little bit more accessible, and so is this electric, so you can extend this and take the remote off the body, which I may do, and feed it through there. So it's probably just a little bit more accessible to get to the bits in there should you want to amend or service anything, where of course that one is a little bit more enclosed. The exhaust is in the same place as this one. It's got a little cap on it, but there we see that. When I got this one, I had to install this. That's pre-installed, and also the air filter looks like it's pre-installed as well. The air filter is down there, right at the bottom, so it comes out of the bottom of the unit and then loops up into the body, which I like that, because on this one the air filter is quite big and it's flapping about. Another pipe, which is exactly like the one we've got out of the wall. We've got an exhaust system which is identical to this one, so I'm not even going to bother opening that. I'm going to use this. I've got the same Jubilee clips and a mounting equipment. We've got the exact same power supply, and then we've got a cable to charge from a battery should you be installing it in a vehicle, and then an extension lead to extend the control panel away from the body. I have to say I don't really use the control panel because I use the app on the phone or the remote, but it might look quite cool on the wall in the barn. The thermostat is in there, so if I put that on the wall in the barn, it will actually regulate this with it being outside. At the moment, the benefit for me is the fact that it's a little bit more enclosed, but yet it's more accessible with the toolbox lid. Where to get into the workings of this, I've probably got to remove maybe 20 fixings. Let's connect it to there, plug it in, fill it full of diesel. I'll put that exhaust on and we'll see if it starts just as easy as this. I would like to point out though that this is no way a major upgrade to this. It's just an alternative. This has been working really well. I know there's a few of you who've bought these since I did my unboxing video for this, and this has been absolutely perfect. So I'm not actually saying that this is better than that. It's just an alternative. So I will use this adapter that I bought. I bought this when I got my first diesel heater because I didn't know whether I'd need to extend the pipe, because I've moved the outlet of this pipe further inboard. It's not quite long enough, and seeing I've got abundant pipes, I may as well use this extension just to make things a little bit easier. Also means it's a little bit farther away from the back of the barn. So we've got his inlet pipe in. Really what I should do is probably insulate this, make a little sleeve where it's insulated, because I'm losing heat into the workshop. So maybe make a box around here when I make this. So I want to keep it there and keep it away from little dogs. Heat out, exhaust out. Just need to put the electrics in. Now, one thing I do like about this compared to the other, with the control being on the top, it's a lot easier to access. With the other one, it's on the front there, so once it's hard up against the barn, I can't actually see what the control's doing. Of course, that's immaterial if I actually move it and take it into the barn, but just as it stood there, because it's a new machine, it's going to burn all that smoke off. The last one I did, I did it inside the barn, and it was really smoky. Should have done it outside. So let's plug it in and see whether it goes through its prime and ignition sequence. So it's jumped into live. I'll just turn it on and see. There we go. It's jumping into its ignition sequence. It takes about 3 or 4 minutes before it builds up a head of steam, as it were. It's just starting to make them clicking noises, which is the priming process. This is blowing a bit of cold air out, so the fan's circulating. I think what I might actually do long term is just cast a little concrete pad out here, extend that chute out of the wall that's insulated, and then my heaters can stay here. It's getting faster, that's the trait of them. This is lukewarm air. I'll go and see what it's doing on the inside. That's just blowing cool air at the moment as well, because the ignition hasn't actually started. While it's going through that process, I'll just go and get my phone and then see if it connects to the app, which I've already got on my phone. It's making a lot more noise now, and it's actually quite stinky. Heat coming out of there now is warm. It's not hot yet, but it's warm. The other one emitted lots of smoke for maybe about 3 or 4 minutes before it started to burn clean the oil residue from the factory. That's now hot. Probably have to add that. I think that's probably that one. Oh, that's it, it's heating. So as easy as that, I didn't have to set anything up, it's just automatically recognised that heater. That's actually on full at 10, and turn it down to 4, I'll put it on 7. See if we've got some warmth in the workshop, Bo. Oh, that's hot. This is going to be lovely sat on this bench. In fact, I'm never going to get anything done, am I? I'm just going to sit here. We know the heater works. You'll find me and Gracie here. Oh, is that nice? Blowing warm air out of me, Jaxie. I've got my CO2 meter running in here, which is important when you're burning fuels. That's really warm. So it's been running now for about 20 minutes. It's already getting toasty in here. This part of the workshop's absolutely fabulous. It'd help if the doors weren't open, of course, but I just kept them open for that. Fumes. Connected to the app now, so if I just press the heat in, it'll ask me if I want to deactivate it. I'll just say yes. And the heater will go through its, can hear it throttling down. It'll now go through approximately 3 minutes of a cool down cycle, where it'll just pull in cool air and just push it through the system just to cool everything down. So that's great, that works really well. That's lovely. So what do you think about my little heated workshop seat? I'm really happy how it turned out. Comfortable. I can sit here with my cup of tea pondering the projects. I can also put this bench top up and sit to it as a table. I'm going to be living in here soon, aren't I? And I've got warm air blowing up my trouser legs. Doesn't get much better than that in your workshop. So thank you to Banggood for sending me this toolbox heater and also the other Hcalory heater. So I've got a choice of 2. This one, I think, for me, works slightly better with the way that the controls are set up, and I really like that integrated air intake as well, less little bits dangling about. So this may be my final video before Christmas, so I'd like to thank you all for watching the channel during the year. I'm going to be working in here between Christmas and New Year, continue with the ceiling and the wall over there. So if I don't get to see you before, all have a great Christmas, guys, and I'll catch you soon. See you, bye.